Do you want to know my issue with Pharah? Her kit,
Strike from above.
fine. All of this is fine, right?
Messy, but we
I don't mind the
that.
damage values. I don't mind any of that. Here's my issue. If I'm standing here and I'm looking at like a roadhog over there or something and I'm trying to dodge a hook, look at the top of my screen how far up I can see. I can see the top of here, right? That is my field of view limitation. So if a Pharah is here, I cannot see them at the same time that I am focusing on the hog. Now, okay, I could do up to here, right? Or something realistically if I need to see the roadhog. But then I can't shoot at anything. So if I want to shoot at something that's on the horizontal plane, I cannot be also looking at and keeping an eye on what's happening above me. And those rockets, they're coming in reasonably slow. But I have to be able to see them and see where they're being fired so that I can step away and dodge them. And so the moment that I look up, suddenly I'm vulnerable to all the other targets who I need to keep an eye on. And it's different if there's like a flank or something, because you can still cut off angles, or you can go, right, okay, unless it's directly behind you, you can still have a look at one angle while you're still on the same like aim plane as the thing that you're shooting at. But with Pharah, because in this game we can't adjust our FOV beyond 103,
Humanity is shackled.
it's like this, right? So if I go to the video and FOV, if I drop this down to 80, you see how little I can see, right? I can see the raccoon's eyes here. So if I then drop this up, I mean, raise it up, I can suddenly see above the raccoon's head, right?
3, 2, 1.
Because we can't increase that any further, it means that I cannot keep track of the Pharah
Your prayers are answered.
while I'm looking or aiming and shooting at other targets. And so the amount of value that a Pharah gets just by existing in the sky is insane.
Escape me.
May I?
We have the lead.
Power overwhelming!
Such grievous wounds.
Big Steiermark. Double.
Time to push! You're all set up.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I've been wanting to have like a permanent sort of non-live stream for a while. I've got all the hardware and everything I need to do it. It's just been a case of I was having some computer issues with my other PC.
Pain is inevitable. Surrender to my will.
Let's take him to the waist. Got you.
Do not rely on my generosity. It is fleeting. Your end is within my reach. What is it now?
Setting out the welcome!
Big Steiermark. Persistence is always rewarded.
Go up pushing.
Enemy here!
Yeah, the new mouse is good. There's a few issues with like clicking it
Is inevitable.
right mouse and one of the mouse like 4 buttons. And there's an issue with vertical sensitivity, but that may be mouse mat related because of the mouse mat that I've got. But Other than that, the mouse is absolutely fantastic.
Play of
Yeah, I mean, it's just this is just the reverse of the last game we played. Like, the last game there was a big team diff. This game there was a team diff. I don't have a mouse problem as such. Like, I bought a new mouse because I wanted a different mouse. But the issue that I've got is if I'm in the center of my mouse mat now, right, and I'm looking center. If I move my mouse all the way to the top of the mouse mat. There, that's the top of my mouse mat. There was a little bit more, like that much more. So if I want to do a vertical orb bounce with Moira, if I'm anywhere above the center of my mouse mat, I'm not going to be able to look forward before I run out of mouse mat to bounce an orb straight up and down. Same with back. Now I've kind of compensated for that, as in when I'm going for an orb bounce, I generally lift my mouse up and then just put it all the way to the bottom of the mouse. Yeah, I have inverted mouse. So I kind of compensate for it, but it does take a bit of getting used to, because if I'm just doing this and then I want to quickly fire an orb bounce, I have to lift my mouse, slam it forward, do the orb, and then pick it up and aim again. So it gets a little bit tricky. Yeah, as I was saying, my issue with Pharah is field of view. Like that robot up there, if I'm shooting at these robots here, I can't see that one. Oh, I can just see the corner of it. If that was shooting at me, I certainly couldn't track where the rockets are going to like dodge them. And this is the thing, because all Pharah needs to do to get value is this. She doesn't even need to shoot. I mean, she does need to shoot, if you know what I mean, but just by being up in positions that are like out of our field of view and firing a few rockets occasionally, even if she's missing the rockets, we're looking here. If we want to try and counter her, we are blind to all of the rest of their team. Like, a Roadhog can just walk around the corner, sees you like there, hook. Because you can't see the Roadhog because you're busy doing this. Which means if you want to be safe from both this Roadhog threat and the Pharah threat, you have to be all the way back here so that you cut off every angle other than the Pharah. And then you give the team so much space. The only alternative is you basically just push through.
Up and away.
Well, you either have to reduce Pharah's, like, basically just get rid of the damn rocket, like the jetpack, if you're going to change Pharah. If not, then allow us to have a higher FOV. Because if, as I was saying, like, right, as of here, it's if we put the FOV down to 80, you can't see anything above you, really. Everything's zoomed in, right? If you put FOV to 103 compared to 80, everything's zoomed out. You can see more on your screen, but things are, like, smaller, right? Well, I want to be able to zoom out more, because in the games which I'm against the Pharah, I want to pull that field of view further out so that I can see more on my screen. If I'm going to have players on this plane and I'm going to have players on this plane, then I want to zoom out so now I can see this much of the screen when I'm standing here.
No nonsense.
Then Pharah wouldn't be so much of a problem. If we can monitor the Pharah and the rockets, if I can see rockets coming in from up there while I'm looking here, still engaging, I can dodge those rockets because I can see them. But I can't look up there and do that. And you're not going like this, especially if you're playing a hero like Moira, who it's like you're a constant beam. Maybe an Ashe could go bang, check, bang, check. But even then, you're like resetting the aim a lot. That anti's so bad for us. Shit.
The objective is now active.
Same goes with Echo, but it's not as bad, right? At least Echo doesn't live on the damn roof.
test subject. A taste of poison. Nothing remains. The dead ought to remain so.
Someone has to shoot this Reaper. My god. Right, get to point. Like, I don't get that. Ryan's in full defensive mode or dies because low health. I have to heal the Ryan. The team need to recognize that the Reaper has to be shot at. If not, the Ryan can't give up the shield. I'm going to have to right-click the Reaper, which means the Ryan doesn't get the healing. Like, you actually need 3 people in that situation.
Enemy here.
Surrender to my will.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
In chaos lies opportunity. Lending a hand. Enemy. No.
Is the guy
To
blind?
start anew.
Hey.
A taste of poison.
Helden sterben nicht.
Please block the res of that Reaper.
Enemy here.
Time again to try.
Now they need to go point. Not kill everything. Get to point.
Join me at the objective. Glory reigns.
I offer something more. The point is vulnerable. Let us
Nice,
take it.
Ryan.
You will be renewed.
Really important for him to engage that. But it's really bad that our team didn't. Nice.
No one can hold me down.
What is it now?
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
The guy will complain about that as well. There was 0% chance I could heal him in that situation.
Big stanger left.
The orb's already woke him.
More great.
I fired the orb, like, in that corner as I would always do.
Be cautious. Ready to overclock. Reforming you.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Cassidy.
Surrender to my will.
Step right up.
Misery made manifest.
First round. 1.
Such grievous wounds.
Well done. Score 1-0.
I'll protect your friends. You done? You done?
Knowledge is its own reward.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Teleporter
Capture
material.
the objective.
Let's go on to the end. A
Okay,
taste of
Kiso.
poison. Preparing your cellular makeup. My condition. You feel this?
I can't. God, I am all over the place for this one, though. If they shout at me for that one, then, I mean, they shouldn't shout at me, but... In other words, yeah, okay, I missed a lot. That was
Evolution is
not
a
good play.
painful path to walk.
Every target I turned to was a bad result. Gotta watch out, because I don't have fade for these bombs.
I see a hostile. You cannot escape me. There's a test subject. Hostile spot. Hello.
All in a day.
You will be renewed.
Shield activated.
Enemy here. Taste of poison.
There's the enemy.
Reforming you.
Enemy here.
Misery made manifest. Give yourself to me. Enemy spotted. Surrender to my will.
Engage.
Enemy location administered. Just try to stop me.
This ends.
Be nourished.
Oh, fuck, don't bring him this way.
Unassailable prowess. A taste of poison. Eyes open now. Your end is within my reach. I see a hostile. Move here if you wish to be healed. Enemy here. Reforming you. Enemy. Your strength becomes mine. You cannot escape me. All the veils.
Surrender. It's go time.
Big Starlight. Let's feel better. More swimmers in the deep end of the depths. I'm on fire.
Cool.
Victory. Play of the game.
This ends now. Headshot.
Thing is, their Reaper is a Reaper main, and he's actually really annoying to play against and really good. But that was not a good game for them for sure. Impact minimal. Also, it felt like they were AFK typing a lot because when I pushed out, I could just right-click them freely. But whatever. Now, I was promised an animation at the end of every game when your rank changes in top 500. That was in the patch notes. I have yet to see said animation.